Hey Peter, just coming off the short week after facing Philly in the Open Cup, what's the team's mentality to bounce back this weekend at home to pick up some more points in the standings?
Yeah, I think to try and build off of some of the good things that happened on Wednesday, I think is important. That's the goal, is to try and build off some of the moments that we executed at a pretty high level. I think in Wednesday, and then to fix the stuff that maybe we lacked on Wednesday as well, to not see the game out or get the result. So I think uh, yeah, it's just about fine tuning everything, and just yeah, rinse and repeat kind of. So um, we're uh, we're hoping for a good performance tomorrow.
Earlier, Coach said that he's looking at it. It's a whole new game. We turn the page, we move on, and especially being that it's at home. How
Mm-hmm.
important is that home field advantage with our fans, with our building, and just that
Mm-hmm.
we've had success there a lot this season?
Yeah, I think our home record this year is significantly better than our away record, and that's for a reason. Obviously, to play in front of our fans, um, it gives you extra energy that you need sometimes, especially late in games. So it's gonna be, yeah, a totally new game, as coach said. New environment. We've played them twice this year, but it's been in Philly, so we're hoping that we can use the energy from the crowd tomorrow, and get after it, and put a good game together.
All right, we'll go to Mark.
Hey, Peter, it's good to see you. You guys had an unbelievable effort on Wednesday night. You could tell that you guys left it all on
Recording in progress.
Okay. Peter, you could tell that you guys left it all on the field on Wednesday night, just coming up a little bit short. What's made this season kind of unique for you guys is the disparity in the record at home and on the road. Can you just talk a little bit about the individual challenges that this team has playing on the road? And you don't have a whole lot of games left to jump over the line.
Yeah.
Talk to us about the meaning of getting road results. I know this is a home game on Saturday,
Hmm.
but improving the results on the road.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, Mark. I think yeah, it's been a challenge for us all season long. I think um, to be able to make playoffs, and to have a chance to to make a run, you have to win on the road in this league. It's very important. You know, Even if you're successful at home, being successful at home is obviously not enough. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think we only have a couple games left, but I think it's important that we take every single game one at a time. Try not to get too far ahead of ourselves. Every game is so important on this run in. So it's, yeah, I mean, just things in soccer can change quickly. You can have maybe tough period for a while, but I think it's a perfect opportunity now for us. Speaking on the away form, this is the perfect opportunity to change that. It's weird, the game. Things do change quickly, so hopefully we can turn this around and get a couple points on the road. Will be huge in this run in for sure.
All right, we'll go to James.
Thanks, Peter. Sandro mentioned that there's a potential advantage in playing Philly back to back Wednesday and Saturday on this quick turnaround. Just being in the middle of the park for that game, what are some of the takeaways? What are some things you and the group learned from that tough result on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think you can even see the difference between the time we played them in a league game, uh, and then on Wednesday night. I think that was the first time I on in the league game where I started against them, and definitely it's a totally different game when you're playing Philly for sure. Um, it's very physical. They always are counter pressing, back pressing, so you have to be ready for it. And I think the first game I learned my lesson, because I don't think maybe I was as ready for it. And yeah, going into this game on Wednesday, I had a better feeling of what was going to happen in Philly and against Philly, and I think we were way better equipped. And oh my gosh, something in my throat. But yeah, I think like just learning between the two games, just the difference. You could see the difference between that first game we had in the league, maybe where we weren't, out, as ready for what was going to come. Whereas Wednesday, I think the whole team had a better picture of what it actually takes to compete with this team. So we're gonna have to implement something similar and even push it even further. I think we need that 1% extra, and I think that could really be the key difference for us. Tomorrow in an important game.
All right, we'll go back to Mark.
Peter, the set piece defending was a challenge on Wednesday night. It's something that Philly does incredibly well, and it's something that you guys have been struggling with a little bit of late. Although obviously in the Leagues Cup things were pretty tidy in the back. What's the key to successfully defending set pieces? Because again, you're playing the same guys again, and it's something they excel at.
Yeah, I think everyone in the league knows the quality for sure that Philly has with the set pieces and the corners. I think they've scored probably the most in the league. I think it's just important that those are always opportunities to help the team make a difference. It's easy sometimes. Maybe someone's on the floor for a little bit and they're getting treatment, and then maybe you can tune off in these moments and maybe not take responsibility. I think the most important thing is in those situations is taking responsibility and wanting to be the one that wins the duel and helps our defense and our team. So I think that's the most important thing on Saturday is taking responsibility. You can't go a whole game without having set pieces usually. So we have to know, what's coming and just take responsibility and be the guy that helps, protect our goal, which is the most important thing.
All right, we'll go back to James.
Thanks again, Peter. The list of unavailable players is climbing for the match this weekend, and particularly in central midfield with Ronald Doncourt potentially out sick. It looks like it's going to be you and Daniel Edelman again, as it's been for the last few runs of games. Just overall, what's your thoughts of the two of you playing together and establishing a good partnership again?
Yeah, I think Wednesday we had a good game together for sure. I think we had won a lot of the duels in the middle of the field, which is obviously very important against Philly. And yeah, I mean, I think we both have the connection to being in the Red Bull for a while. We're both kind of sick of this Philly rivalry. They've had our number for a while now, and in these games, I think we're both just trying everything we can to try and change that. So it's definitely something that hits home for both of us, and I think you could see that on the game on Wednesday, and hopefully we can both show that again on Saturday.
We'll take a question in the room.
Peter, talk about the road support that you guys got from the fans on Wednesday night. Them sticking it out through the delay and then being there through the whole match for you guys.
Yeah, I think they're always in that same section kind of whenever we play at Subaru Park, and just walking out to the game. I think it was maybe 9:30. I don't know. It felt really late. Definitely past my bedtime. Just to look up and see the amount of red shirts and the banners was for sure an amazing feeling that they had stuck with us through that really long delay. And yeah, I mean, a lot of those people have to get up and go to work the next day, and they stuck with us all the way, and we felt the love for sure. And I hope they were able to see that we were playing for them on Wednesday, and yeah, we owe it to them again to go out and give them something on Saturday, tomorrow.
All right, we'll take the last question for Mark.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, Peter, you mentioned that this was a rivalry. In a rivalry, the results tend to be closer over time. And famously, the team has been unable to overcome Philly in any competition in going on 6 years. What is the key to finally unlocking this team and hopefully have that happen tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think there's going to be big moments in the games, and I think tomorrow it's about winning the game in both boxes. I think is the most important thing for us. I think on Wednesday we showed that we can put together a very strong performance against this team, and now it's the fine margins, especially at the end of the year. Winning in both boxes, whether it's finishing chances and or making the block or winning your header in set pieces. I think will be the most important thing. on Saturday for me is could be the difference for sure.